Welcome back to freewebcoach.org tutorials. On this video, we are going to set some very basic standard settings for your WordPress website. And this is not meant to be an advanced course, right? But of course, you can always take it one step at a time, right? So you can go to Google, do some research, readings, and you can also go to your WordPress dashboard and study it. Well, it's a long road ahead, but you can take it one step at a time, right? Okay, so let's go ahead now to my website's WordPress dashboard. All right. So here in the browser, I'm just going to type the name of my website. Okay, and then do a slash after the domain name, and then WP-admin. Okay, let me show that to you again. So it's gonna be your domain.com, whatever. Do a dash WP-admin. That's it. Okay. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to put my username and my password. Alright, I'm going to log in. And here it is. Dashboard to my WordPress website or WordPress blog. Okay, now to do the standard settings, well, let's start with themes. Okay, so the overall look of your website. Well, this is the theme that I choose. Okay, this is a theme called Graphene. So, well, I thought this is cool. I don't know. Well, I can always change it anytime I want. So that's a good thing with WordPress, right? And themes are free. So going back to my dashboard, let's start with theme. Now you hover over to appearance and you see your themes. All right. So this is the theme that I choose, right? Okay, and these are the two standard themes for WordPress. So when you first install your WordPress, you can see your website as this or this. Or you can always check out their themes. Just click install themes, right? And then you'll find hundreds of themes. So you can set which colors you like, black, whatever. But for starters, well, I suggest that you go for white theme. All right, so theme with white background and then black text on it always sets for the mood for reading. Okay, so psychologically it works all the time. All right, now next is you can go to categories, and let's go there right now. It's right over. Oh, where is that? Here, posts, and then click categories. So for this website, freewebcoach.org, I've set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 categories. Okay, I have these categories here, but you can always add a category. So where do you do that? Here, add category, and it shows up right here. But the default category is this one, uncategorized. Now you cannot, well, you can write a post, you can write an entry on your blog or website even if there's no categories, because it will default to this one, uncategorized. Okay, so to have some what you call that, organization, or to have some system on your website, better set categories. Okay. Next to categories, let's do pages. All right. Well, the pages. Well, it's right over here. By the way, this is the latest. This is the latest WordPress version I have here. While I'm recording this video, right now it's December of 2011. It's just, well, 5 days to go before Christmas. So this is the newest interface of WordPress I have here. So let's go to pages. Just hover over here, and here in pages you can if you click all pages, so you'll see all the pages here that I've set the about page, the coaching page. This is private. I'm supposed to finalize this. The contact page. So the page becomes your tabs on your website. Well, at least for this theme that I have. So here on my website, these are the pages, right? Mostly WordPress themes. For most WordPress themes, the pages will appear as the tabs right here. Okay, mostly, but not always the case. So there. In pages, you can do an about page, contact us page, and all that stuff, right? But by the way, you can also set a page to become your static front page. So whenever someone goes to your domain or to your website, what shows up is your page. But for this website I have here, I've set my front page. So this is the front page. Like if I go to my domain name, okay, freewebcoach.org, what shows up is the latest post. Okay, so it's not, I have not set the static page here. So what shows up is the latest post. Okay, still trying to load the page. Okay, so going. So you can just take your time, study what you can do here on the pages. And by the way, to set your website to show a static front page, just go to appearance here, and then go to your themes option. So the name of my theme is Graphene. So I'll just click on it, and then somewhere here, I think it's in the display, you can set your page, your website to show a static page instead of the latest post or entry. So a blog is like a journal, right? Every time you write an entry, it becomes your post or journal. So that becomes, for my case here on this website, I've set it to show the latest post right here. Okay. So so here, when I click on display here in the Graphene options for my chosen theme, this is where I set my front page settings. Let's see, somewhere here. Well, it's somewhere here. Couldn't find it anymore. So just take your time, and besides, it will be different for your theme, for your chosen theme. Okay. So just take your time. You don't have to. You don't have to really spend the whole day for your website. Well, if you want to, and if you have that time, well, you can. But take your time. Do it one step at a time. So now let's go to posts. All right. Since posts are like it's like your entry to your journal, because a blog is like a journal, so it's like your entry, right, to your site or to your blog. So it becomes basically the content of your site. So if I go to posts here, and I'm gonna check all my posts, at the time that I'm recording this video, so far I've only had a few entries. So these are the entries I have here. Let's check on my latest entry here. Okay, this is it. So this is how it looks like. And by the way, if you've noticed, right, my screen is really small, right, because I'm using a notebook. Okay, I'm just using a notebook. Okay, this is my theme here. So this picture I have here, I just inserted using this upload insert button here. So when you click on it, then you will be shown this this dialog box here. So you just browse to choose a picture, right? Okay, and then when you've chosen a picture, so these are all the pictures I have here. when you've chosen the pictures, click upload, and yeah, easy stuff. Alright, so this is where you type your content. And by the way, when you type a post, well, the good thing with WordPress is that it automatically checks your spelling. Well, to be sure, you can always just open this Microsoft Word window here, and then that's where I suggest that you type your entry so that you can also check grammar, right? Not just spelling. Okay, so this is how the post looks like, and right below here, because I have, well, other settings for a post here. So here's SEO settings by this SEO plugin that I installed right here on this blog. So it automatically, it automatically maps out the content on your website, okay, so that your content or your post will have some chances in Google. So if someone searches for what is search engine optimization, well, you may not see my entry right away, okay, because, well, that depends on Google. That is why you've got to have some SEO plugin, or later on I'll be adding more content to this website that you can read how to optimize or to better your rankings. All right, but the trick is, if your entry or your post is so unique, then normally you'll be on top of the page. But for this topic I wrote here, this is so common, right? Maybe there's 1,000, okay, 1,000 entries for this, and maybe their content is so much better. Well, I wrote this post here just to give an introduction of what this page SEO is all about. So for this particular post, I'm not expecting this to be on top of Google, right? I'm just writing this so I can have something that you can read on this SEO page I have here. But I'll be adding more content, okay, here about SEO. I've got some advanced stuff too, but now I'm just working on the basic stuff right now on this website, so you can start setting up your website, start tweaking your website, improving the design, and so you can start marketing your product, whatever it is that you have to offer, right? Okay, so that's it for post. So it's like a journal entry. All right, and then now let's go to settings. And settings is right over here, settings. So under settings, you have general, writing, reading, discussion, media, privacy, permalinks, XML sitemap. Okay, now let's start with general settings. Okay, for the general settings, this is where you can, well, this window looks rather small. Let's make it a little big. Okay, how about this? So there, general settings. Okay, this is where you can set your site title, tagline, admin email, time zone, all that stuff. So let's go to it. Here, this is where you set the title of your website or blog. Okay, and here in the tagline, this tagline will help to optimize your site. So your website shows up in Google as based on your tagline. So let's open a Google page right now. Let's go to Google, and in Google, if I type free web coach, which is my domain, let's see. Alright, so freewebcoach.org only shows as number 2. So there, you see the name of the website and the tagline. What is it all about? So I've written here that this is about the do-it-yourself website building, SEO, and all that stuff. So that's what I wrote here on my tagline. Okay, so pay special attention to this, okay, because this is what will describe your website. Okay, so this is your URL, site address and URL. Normally it should be the same. And this is the email address for your admin. So if you want to receive communications from WordPress, so this is where you set your admin email. Okay, Okay, so I've set myself as the administrator. Later on, if I have more contributors or my technicians, if they want to add to the blog, I'll just give them a username and password, and they will be assigned as an editor, author, all that stuff. So for now, I'm accessing this my website's control panel through WordPress. So I've set that as administrator. That is for myself. Okay, your time zone, you can set it here, and that's it. And by the way, don't forget to click Save Changes right here, okay? Otherwise, what you've set here will be lost, so you have to go back over again. Okay, next to General Settings, we'll go to Writing right here. We'll just click on this one here, Writing. And this is where you can set the number of your posts to appear on your front page, or for each of your pages. So for the website freewebcoach.org, I've only set 2 posts to appear on the front page. All right, so there's 1 post here and second post here, and after that no more. Okay, so why am I doing that? Because that's because each content I have, I always wanted to have a video, so it's like, detailed instruction for you to benefit. So if I set my default number of posts to be more than 2 or 10 or 20, it might take a while for my front page to load. So the reason I'm putting only 2 here on my front page is for my site to load faster. Right. So you've set that, and you can also set your default post category to let me choose featured here. Okay, well, featured, for this particular theme I have to create a special category called featured, and that featured category, I can set this nice slider here to show only the featured. So I've set all this stuff as a feature on the featured category, so that they'll show up on this slider. Okay, that's the purpose. Basically, you can just leave everything as it is. Okay, and then just click Save Changes. So later on, you can take your time and study what you need to set here, but you can just leave this on. You can just leave this. You can just leave this part for now. Okay, just don't touch it for now. Okay, next we'll go to reading. Okay, on reading, so here, this is where oh yeah, it's here. So you can also set it here on the reading settings for your site to display either your latest post or a static page. So I've set a latest post to show when the website loads. Alright, so the same here, number of posts on the front page, and syndication feeds, you can just leave it on the default, and the articles, you can leave it to show the full text or the summary on the front page. So that depends on you. Just click Save Changes here. And on discussion, okay, discussion, this is important if you want to allow comments to your website. So just read each line here and decide which ones you want to check. So I've allowed comments for this website, and I've also set this website to email me if there is a new comment. Okay, but that all depends on you. That depends on your content. Some content should not have comments. Well, that depends on what you have. Alright, and always click Save Changes. And also here below, you can choose an avatar to show. So whenever you write a post, you can choose which avatar you want to show. And for this one, I've chosen this mystery man. Okay, that's a mystery. And don't forget to click Save Changes. And for this basic setup video, we can just leave this media privacy for now, and you can just take your time, study it, and check the right buttons. So let's skip those 2 and go to permalinks. Okay, in permalinks, you have the options to permalinks. This is the permalinks here. This is your URL. Okay, so if you if you go to a particular content, your website, so if I go to this one here, my latest post, defining what search engine optimization is, this is going to be the permalink. Okay, it shows the domain name. All right, hold on. Okay, so it shows the domain name. If I click on it, and then the title of my post, right? I hope you see it, but that's what it shows. Okay, so here's the title of my post, and then here's the domain name. Okay, I've set it that way, and you can make those settings here on the permalink settings. So I've set it to post name, and why you should set it to post name, like what I'm doing, because this is going to help to optimize your website. Because here, if you choose the default here, it's gonna show the URL with question marks, P, and some letters and some numbers. All right, it's not good for the search engines. Okay, and if you choose day and name, then the date will show. And what if your content is already 2 years old, but you don't want to update it because it is still relevant? Now, for the people searching a particular content in Google, well, they won't read your post because it's 2 years old. Okay, so, and also if you set it to numbers, well, it will also be difficult for the search engines to properly index your site. Okay, because your title cannot be converted to a number. So always set for post name. That's why you need to set post name. Okay, click Save Changes, and that's it for the basic settings. And oh yeah, before I forget, let's go to header. So this is the header right here. Let's go to the header. Okay, my website, this is the header. Okay, this is the header text here, free web coach, and the tagline here. And this is the header image, the background. Okay, so to go to that, to make settings on the header, just go to appearance here, and then click header right there. Okay, so this is the header for this website. By the way, this graphic here, this image here, this is a free image by the Graphene theme creator. So these are the themes that I can choose, or the image. So if I click on this, and then if I click save, then the image will be different. So I chose that one. And the text font, you can also set that right here. By the way, your chosen theme might look different. So this is how this chosen theme looks like. To set the font of your header text, you can just click it right here. Where's that? Oh, okay. Sorry. So it's not here. The text font, you will have to set it on your on the options for your theme. Okay. So it is still in the name of the options for your chosen theme. Okay, so here on the header option for this particular theme, the options for header, you can only choose the image, you can change the image, and you can also change the color. So to change the color, you just click on it. Select the color, and this one shows up here. Okay, you can just click one, and then after that, just click Save Changes. And that's it. Okay, next we'll go to the header image. Okay, so as I've mentioned, for this chosen theme, these are the images that I have. Now, what if you want to change the image of your header to an image that you have on your computer? All right. Now, to do that, you will need what's called an FTP. Okay, let me just type that here. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol. Now, File Transfer Protocol is what enables you to upload some data to to your hosting account. Okay, so it's a software. Now there's a lot of good FTP web softwares out there, but if you want to use a free one, so what I have here is this FTP FileZilla. To get FileZilla, just go to their website. Okay, so let's do that right now. FileZilla, and when you are in their website here, just download the client. Okay, not the server. Well, that's if you have your own server. So just download client. Yeah, just click on it. Okay, and then download. Well, I'm sure you know how to download, right? So I'm not downloading right now because I already have one downloaded. So when you click download, you can choose Windows or Linux or Mac, right? So just choose Windows if you have Windows, and I recommend you get the .exe. Okay, if you're not familiar with zip files, so the .exe is, you know, the click interface. So you don't have to if you're not familiar with zip files, so just go for .exe. So I already have my FTP here, FileZilla. Let me open my FTP. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, and to access your hosting account, here in the host, just type your domain. No www dot. Okay, so I'm just typing my domain here, freewebcoach.org, and then your username, and then the password. Let me get my password real quick. It's right over here. Oops, I shouldn't show you my password, right? Okay, so let me just pause this video, okay, so I can access my password. Okay, so now back to this video. Well, I've just entered my password here, and just click Quick Connect right here, and this FileZilla, this FTP, will connect to your hosting account. So here on the left side, these are the files in your computer. So I recommend that you create a special folder for your website. Okay, like this one here. Okay, all the stuff you needed for your website, and you can easily access that using this FTP. Okay, so here you can choose. This is actually a very easy interface. Okay, for some of you this might look new, but don't be scared of this. This is really easy. And here on the right side, this folder here, this is your hosting account. Let me refresh that. Let me access my cPanel, because I'm seeing some question marks here. Let me check what it is. Okay, nothing weird. So everything looks okay. So going back, so to access, let's say to change a header, a header image. Right now we are going to actually change the header image of my website. Okay, just to show you how to do it. So just look for what's called a folder here. This one, public underscore HTML. Let me write down here just to show you. So the folder looks like this: public underscore HTML. Okay, that's what you look for, and then click on it. And then these are all what's contained on your website. Okay, so you have here all this stuff. Okay, now just to change the header, okay, I'm gonna look for WP content. No, admin. Okay, here. So I'm gonna double click on it. Okay, and let's look for that image. Okay, here. So right, it's somewhere here at the bottom. So here, images. Just double click on it. So you see this this top portion here. It keeps updating, right? Because it is this FileZilla. This FTP is now is connected to my hosting account. So I'm gonna look for that image that I want to replace. Okay. Um, let me pause this video again so I can look for that image. Okay. Alright guys, so to change a header image in WordPress, right here on your FTP, so it's not going to admin, okay, that's a mistake. You check this, you open this folder, okay, WP-content. Okay, let me write that here real quick. So it should be WP content. Alright, that's the one. Okay, that's where you can find the images. So, and by the way, to go back higher, okay, you just click this one here, double click, or you can just use this map here. Okay, so let's open this WP-content, double click, okay, and then we're looking for, before you can go to the images, you have to choose the themes first. Alright, somewhere at the bottom, just use this scroll here, okay, and double click themes, and then these are the themes installed. I have this 2010, 2011. These are the standard default themes, okay, when you first sign up for WordPress. But I downloaded the graphene theme, which I'm using now. So I also have the folder here for graphene. So this is where I get the image, okay, or where I change image, or all that stuff. So for now, we're just changing the image for the header. So let's double click on this graphene. I'm going to double click, right? So there are other folders here at the bottom. So I'm looking for this folder, images, and then headers. Okay. So yeah, all the images that you see on this website, not just the header, all these things here, it's contained in this folder. Okay. So these are the headers, right? I click on that folder. I double click on the folder somewhere here at the bottom, headers. So here, these are the header images. I have techno. Okay, techno. I think that yeah, techno. This is the one here. Yeah, I think this is the one, techno. The one I'm using now, or I could be mistaken. So to verify that, you can actually download that and see how that looks like, right? So just right click on it and then download. You can actually transfer that, okay, to your folder. So this file, FileZilla FTP here, I've set it to save the folders on this special folder, free web coach folder that I created on the desktop. Okay, this folder here. So when I do downloads, it goes to that folder. So it's already downloaded, but just to check, to be sure how it looks like, let's upload it again. So techno. So I'm opening this folder that's connected to this FTP. I'm gonna look for the techno. Okay, yeah. So I'm right. This is techno. This is what I'm using now. All right. That's how it looks like. So yeah, let's for now. I don't want to replace this techno. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, because to replace it, you have to actually remove that file and replace it with a file in your computer. So I don't want to mess it up for now. So for now, I'm gonna replace my header image. I'm gonna replace it with this one here. This one. I think this is called schematic. Okay, on this theme that I have here. So I chose that header image. I'll scroll down and just click Save Changes. And when I access my website, so when I refresh the page, now I have a different header image. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to replace a header image. All right. So going back to now I know that this header image is called schematic. Okay, so how do I do that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to FTP again and look for that schematic header image here. Okay, there's two actually, schematic.jpg and schematic.jpg. What you will choose is a schematic.jpg. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to look for a file in my folder that looks that has the same size as this image. So I have already saved, I have already downloaded the Techno, right? So if I open this using, let's say, let's not use some high tech right now. Let's just use Paint, alright? So if I open this in Paint, okay, I'm opening Paint right now. So this is the actual allowed size, okay, for this header image for my chosen theme, right? So to replace, let's say, schematic, okay, I'm actually going to look for a file in my computer. So this one, I used this before, this one. So let me open this through Paint, okay. Alright, now this might be bigger, so normally this wouldn't be allowed, right? So what I am going to do is I am going to well, to make it easy for you, I'm just gonna download that schematic image right now. So I'm gonna right click and download it. Alright, so I now have it in my computer, the schematic image, the header image right here. So I'm going to open it using Paint. Okay, so there, that means this is the allowed size for this image. If I choose this image, this is bigger, so it wouldn't accept, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to copy this, okay? Just click on it and then do a Control A to select all. Okay, let me show you that real quick. Select all. I'm sure you already know. But for those who don't know, it's just Control and then letter A. Okay, so I'm doing Control A on this image here. Okay, oops, it's gone. Let's do it again. Okay, so I'm gonna do a Control A, and then I'm gonna copy it. Okay, so I'll do a Control C. Okay, so I'm sure some of you already knows this. To copy is just Control C, and to paste, I'm sure you already know this, but this is for those who don't know. It's a Control V. Okay, so first I did a Control C, and now I'm going to do a Control V. So first I already copied this. I did Control C, and now I'm going to go to that schematic image, and I will do a Control V. So now it's being covered, right? Now the good thing is I can actually move it right there. So I want it to fit, right? Let's do back on that. So let me do the Control V again. So it's big, right, compared to the allowed size for the header image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this. You can use this little square here and then drag it up. That's rather small, right? So I am going to make it the same size as with that allowed image. Or, well, I've already messed this image. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the reverse. Right? I'm gonna copy this image. So I'll do a Control A on this, and then Control C copy, and then I'll go to that image that I want. And I'm gonna paste it on top. Right? Okay. So that is the allowed size now. So what I'm gonna do is make the image I want, the green one, to be the same size. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this to make it the same size. So it should be that size. So I'm gonna use this select button here, and then alright, so I've now pasted the original header image right on top on that image that I want, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is I wanted to get the correct size, alright? So I won't have any problems uploading this image I want. So I know now, I know that when I move this picture, this image here, now I know that I need to cut my new image right somewhere here. So let me do that right now. Okay, I'm gonna use this selector here, and I'm gonna start right here at the tip. By the way, if you have Photoshop, I'm sure this is going to be easy for you, right? So I'm gonna cut it somewhere here. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then once I do that, okay, I've chosen that area. I'm gonna do a Control C to copy that part only, and going back to that original image. So I'm gonna cover it. All right, there. So this is now gonna be. I'm gonna rename this image now. Okay, so I'm gonna click here and save as. I'm gonna rename this as schematic. Right, that's the name. So schematic, and somehow I've set this paint to save on that folder. So I'm gonna name it exactly the same name, right? Now going back here, that image is named schematic, so I'm gonna save it the same name, schematic JPEG. So if I click save on it, it'll say it already exists. So I'm gonna replace it because I want to replace the image. Okay, so now this is how the website looks like. So I'm going to replace it with that green one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my FTP, and I will look for that image here on this folder, because the right side is on your hosting account and here is in your computer. So just double click on that folder, and I'm going to look for that image. That folder is Free Web Coach. Here it is. Okay, so it should be here. Right here, Free Web Coach. I'll double click on it, and I will look for that image named schematic, but I already renamed it, right? Cancel that for now. Okay, I'm looking for it. Where is schematic? Oh, here. Here, this is the schematic. Okay, so I'm gonna paste it over here. Okay, to replace this schematic. So I'm just actually dragging it. Okay. So when I drag it, it should say that it already exists and that I need to override. Okay, so this one here. I'll just click OK on it. And okay, let's see if it accepts that change. Okay, let's see if it accepted, right? So if I refresh this page now, this website now, let's see if it's now accepting that new image that I pasted. Okay, it's now trying to connect. Okay, taking a while. Oh, there's the new image there that I pasted. Alright, so that's how it is. That's how to change a header image. Now for you, this might be a better header image, right? But here's one tip. This header image is for sale, and I haven't bought it yet, so that will be illegal for me, right? The owner of this image might sue me for copyright, something, right? So, well, I'm just gonna go back to that original image I have, provided free by the owner of this theme, and that is this image here. So I'm just gonna click Save Changes, and when I reload my page, this nice green header image here, which I don't have rights to, right, will just disappear. So if I click refresh this page, just I click F5 on my keyboard, so it should revert back to that free header image. Well, it's taking a while, so, but it should accept the changes now. Oh, there, it's back. Okay, so that is how you can change a header image. Oh, by the way, earlier I think I clicked something here, and then somehow FTP the FTP here I have was trying to make the changes on my wrong command. So if you do make a mistake here, just click this real quick here, this flag here with the X to cancel the operation. So I hope that wrong click thing I did will not ruin my website. So let me refresh the site again, and it still looks okay. So alright, so that's how to change an image using FTP, and I'm using FileZilla because it's free. And in the future, maybe a few years from now, I'm not sure, but maybe FileZilla will start charging its service. Well, I hope it's gonna be sometime in the future. Okay, so some more basic settings. The header text. Okay, yeah, the header text. Here to change the header text for this theme that I've chosen, I have to go to here, Graphene Options. I'll click on it so I can change the header text, and that will be here. I think on display. So let's click display. So if I scroll down here, it should give me the option to change the header text. Oops, not here. So maybe it's in general. Let's go to general. By the way, I am. This is not this. I am on the options for my chosen theme called Graphene theme. All right, and I'm looking for that part where I can change the header text. Still not here, but I forgot where that was. Let's go back. Let me go back to display. Alright, so to change the header text, just go to Graphene Themes, and right here on display, scroll down and then look for here, text style options. Okay, I've collapsed it, and you can expand it here. Just click here and then look for header text. These are the options I have for this particular theme. Okay, I can do Arial, Tahoma, Georgia, and this one, Trebuchet. I'm not sure if that's the right way to pronounce it, but I chose Georgia for this one, and you can do these commands px or pt or em. So I chose 30 pt because I thought this is just right for this kind of header. Alright, so that's it for the header text. That's how to change it. Now for plugins. Okay, plugins are softwares. Okay, plugins are softwares that you can use to improve your site. Okay, so plugins, there's a lot of plugins, actually hundreds of plugins for WordPress. There's a plugin for SEO, there's a plugin for images, lots of stuff. Okay, so let's go there right now. So on the control panel here of this of WordPress, just go here, plugins. And then, well, let me show you the plugins that I have. Okay, when you open a WordPress blog or site, it is preloaded with Akismet and Hello Dolly. Okay, I don't understand yet what Hello Dolly is, but you can go to their website here, click on it, and see if you need it. But for Akismet is something to protect your blog from spam comments. Okay, so I strongly recommend that you install this Akismet. Alright, it's free, but they do ask for donations. So just click on, since it's already activated here on my WordPress, so you should find it here, something like this one here, activate. Click on it, and then it will give you instructions how to activate it. Alright, so it might ask you to go to wordpress.com, open an account just so you can have a username and a password, and then yeah, it will send you an email to how to activate it. Okay, it's a little complicated for Akismet, but just follow the instructions and you'll get to activate it. Alright, now I've also installed other stuff here. We only recommend that you do for the basic settings here. Just do something to protect you from spam like Akismet, and then something for SEO. So I've been doing some research here, and when you go to plugins and search for plugins that you can use, just go to this one here, add new, click on it, and then you'll be taken to this page where you can choose plugins. So there's a plugin for admin functionality, okay, to control your admin, for Ajax, all this stuff. So I recommend that you take your time, study these plugins. Okay, you can also go to Google and research what's the best plugin to use for WordPress. But for now, I recommend that you just put something for spam and then for SEO. So if we go here, SEO, we click on it, WordPress will show you recommended SEO plugins. So, alright, these are the recommended SEO plugins. And in my little research, I chose that SEO by Yoast, this one, WordPress by Yoast. Because according to this site here, Use Devok, I'm not sure if that's the way to pronounce it, but he is one of the developers of WordPress. And so this might be a good plugin. So I installed this on my WordPress website or blog, okay, because I thought this is good. But in the future, if I don't find this useful at all, I can just easily replace it. So this SEO plugin by Yoast that I installed in my WordPress will install here, okay. So if I click on it, by the way, it's very nice because they will give you some tour, right? So if you click on this one here, start tour, okay. It's not really a talking tour, okay. It's a text tour like a box, like this one here. You can read on it, and then you can also close it. So just once you chose a plugin, read it, study it, see if that's something that you can use, okay. And they do ask for donation. Alright, so first you can install it for free, and later on, if you find it useful, you can just go ahead and make some donations so they can improve this plugin and can continue to use it, right? Okay, so that's it for plugin. Again, just read, research, see which plugins you can actually use. Alright, so that's it for this video. That's it for the basic settings of your WordPress. And on the next video, I'm going to show you how to make a post, which is rather easy, but just for the purpose of showing you, for those who are just new in this WordPress setting up a website stuff, I'm going to show you that on the next video. Thank you for your time. Until then, on the next video.